Avoid grape juice with your medicine. Don't exercise after a heart attack. Your body will tell you when you need to check your blood pressure. Do you know which of these are fact and which are fiction? Today on Delmarva Life, we're going to share some of the most common heart-healthy mistakes. Plus, you're going to learn what you need to know to help you avoid being a victim of a stroke.
Well, you see Alice each night on the WBOC News at 5, 7, 10, and 11. And for many of you, she may seem like family. But what do you really know about her? Today, you get to know Alice a little better with our Know Your Neighbor segment.
Our neighbors at State Farm help us when it comes to our homes, our families, and our vehicles. But did you know they also provide animals to help serve communities? Animals like Horton. You're going to find out how you can help Horton be named one of the country's top hero dogs and how that distinction is made.
Well, it's Friday. You know what that means. It's time for us to connect you to some of the wonderful animals here on Delmarva that are up for adoption. And we have some cuties for you today.
Just try and resist the delicious taste of spring. Today, we're in the Delmarva Life kitchen making a roasted beet and arugula salad.
And the brother-sister duo of Alex and Shiloh help us kick-start the weekend. Delmarva Life starts right now.
Good afternoon, I'm Lisa Bryant.
I'm Jimmy Hopple. Welcome to Delmarva Live from historic Studio D.
I am so happy it's Friday. Oh, and remember the other day we talked about the Bennett Middle School student who got the honor to interview President Barack Obama.
Yeah.
Well, he did that, and now he's making national news. Here is why.
Listen, even the best writers, usually it's not that good the first time they write it.
Yeah, and I think you sort of covered everything about that question.
Okay, you think I just kind of, Usman thinks I've been talking too long.
No, I think you just...
No, well, let's move it along. I got you.
That is right. Osman Yahya basically cut up the President of the United States in the most respectful way. The interview was the highlight of a virtual field trip hosted by Discovery Education as part of their Of the People series, which has kids across the United States talking to leaders and learning how Washington works, basically. The focus of Thursday's discussion was a White House effort to get more kids access to libraries.
I'm telling you, if Osman runs, he's got my vote.
Mine too.
Right there. So did you hear about the great white shark swimming off the coast of Assateague Island?
Oh, yeah.
Her name is Mary Lee. Scientists with OCEARCH tagged the 16-foot, 3,500-pound shark in the waters off of Cape Cod in September of 2012. That's what that picture there is. Wednesday morning, she pinged off the Delmarva coast. There's the map of where she's been. Mary Lee has traveled more than 19,000 miles since she was tagged. You can actually follow her pings, and you can log on to our website to find out how.
Well, speaking of Assateague, that is where the OC Half Marathon begins tomorrow. The OC Half Marathon and 5K is Saturday, and the Half Marathon course has you starting on Assateague Island and basically running to Ocean City. Now, they refer to it as the Island to Island Half Marathon. So if you're in that area, give runners their space. You know, we're talking about the motorcycles that are all going to be in town for Bike Week. So yeah, just be careful when you're driving in and around Ocean City and Assateague.
Look very closely, don't get in a hurry. There is so much stuff that is going on this weekend. Dover Days, we've told you about that, one of the state's oldest events celebrating first state history. This year's theme is Lincoln, as the nation marks the last year of the Civil War sesquicentennial, as well as Lincoln's assassination. More than 50,000 people expected for the live music, historical interpreters, Civil War and Revolutionary War reenactors, exhibits, programs, parades, and 350 plus craft vendors. Big time going on in
Sounds like a lot of fun. And you remember when you were a kid how much fun you had playing in the sand with a shovel?
Oh yeah.
Well, the bigger boys, the bigger toys, they are all here. 1.9 million cubic yards of sand began flowing yesterday to give Broadkill residents and visitors more beach and more storm protection than they've seen since the early 1950s. Now, the beach will not only be wider at 150 feet or more, it will also be higher.
From that side of the peninsula, let's go to the other side. The Choptank River Lighthouse, it is now officially open for you to visit. The lighthouse is adding new artifacts for the 2015 season. Today, they are dedicating a newly constructed wooden launch boat, just like what the lighthouse keeper used to use to travel from land to the lighthouse 2 miles away. They've added a fog bell, a new striker, and they've got a new Fresnel lens. That just, as a matter of fact, just a few moments ago opened up.
How about that? Congratulations to them. A lot of hard work. And congratulations to Jerry Larimore of Harrington and Benjamin Kuntz on receiving awards from the Delaware Association of Conservation Districts. Governor Jack Markell made that presentation at the Delaware Agricultural Museum and Village. Jerry received the Ag Award for a potential runoff from manure storage units, and Christine Kuntz accepted for her late husband for his work with homeowners associations resolving problems, or HARP.
Well, it's always good to know and for having somebody recognize that what you're doing is working.
Right.
And having mentioned that, the Capital School District's Family Literacy Program is going to be crowned a superstar in education by the Delaware State Chamber of Commerce. That's going to be on Monday. The English as a Second Language program, ESL, at South Dover Elementary School also helps adults brush up on other necessary skills like balancing the checkbook, managing their money, and filing taxes. It's a great thing.
It is a great thing.
You know, everybody that I know wants a watchdog. The problem with a watchdog is you got to wind them up.
Oh, really?
Now, after you wind them up, they come unwound. Sometimes it takes a little longer than other times, but
Oh my goodness.
eventually your watchdog will come unwound, and then you just wind them up again. And there they go.
I could do that all day. You know, animals are so incredible sometimes, especially service animals. The animals that become a person's eyesight when they can no longer see, or a person's strength when they're feeling weak. Still ahead, we learn how one group is helping to recognize these well-deserving animals, plus how you can get involved in choosing the most special guy or gal.
And if you're looking for a special pet of your own, look no further. Delmarva Life's Sean Stryker shows us a few sweet guys and girls looking for you to make them a part of your family.
Well, we certainly want to keep our families healthy. Coming up next, a few simple heart health mistakes you could be making right now, plus one juice you'll want to avoid in the morning.
Big part of a healthy lifestyle is eating well in order to prevent things like heart disease. But what about other illnesses? For instance, do you know how you can help prevent a stroke? We're going to hear from the local experts on signs and symptoms, plus one key factor when it comes to treatment. Delmarva Life will be right back.
Delmarva Life is brought to you by Sussex County Federal Credit Union, guiding you to your financial future. Peninsula Regional Medical Center, honored to serve the entire Delmarva Peninsula since 1897. Your local York and LG dealers, and State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.